Hello everybody and welcome to today's call on, well, I don't get to see it, so how do I get to trust it? You know, that's a very common question that I'm asked by people around me, that when they come to a class, they're like, what do you mean by trust your knowing? What do you mean by trust what you perceive? I've got to see it to trust that it exists. How many of you have been in that space or where you're not willing to trust what you know because you don't kind of see it? You're not willing to trust what you know because there's nobody who can validate what you know because it doesn't exist for them. But the difference of what you know is the power of who you be. And when you trust what you know, you step into the power of who you are. You step into the power of who you be. You step into the power and the potency of who you be. And that, friends, comes with a constant practice, because up until now most of us have never really even acknowledged that there's a knowing. We've never even acknowledged what we perceive. It's more about, we rather believe what others tell us. We rather trust what people around us tell us. We rather trust what people have done in the past. We rather we rather believe what people have told us is possible. And we believe what people around us speak about as real and true. But how much of that is really real and true for you? I mean, it may be real and true for them. It's not about making them wrong and you right. No, it's not about creating a fight or a conflict between the two. It's really about, is this true for me? What part of this is true for me? Your willingness to ask that question, what part of this is true for me, is your willingness to acknowledge that if this is the whole picture, there may be a part of it that's true for me and the rest of it that's a lie. But am I willing to receive what is true for me without the need to discard the whole thing? Or do I take everything and receive it all and have it all and make it mine just because that one little part of it was true for me? When you're not willing to extrapolate and you're not willing to see what part of it is true for me and what part of it is not true for me, what part of this is a lie and what part of this is true, you really land up buying a whole lot of lies in the name of, you buy a whole lot of lies believing that if you did not buy the whole thing, you would have to discard it all. It's almost like you put everything together and you lump it into this energy that you have to have. Today I would really like to invite you into this space of looking at an energy or whatever it is, maybe your money flows, maybe your relationships, maybe your body, maybe corona, whatever it is, look at it and just be present with it and ask, what part of this is true for me? What part of this is a lie? And you could get an awareness with answers. You could get an awareness of, that is it. It could be like a quick, sudden awareness, which shows up in the form of maybe an answer for you, right? Well, up until now, that's what we call this. We call it an answer. Oh, I got an answer. But the moment you go into making it an answer, you judged it the right way. So instead, if you get the awareness and you look at it and you're like, okay, this is the awareness that I had around this. So is this true for me? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. What else is true for me here? Is there a lie hidden? Is there a lie spoken, unspoken? You want to ask questions and you want to start to exercise and practice and play with perceiving. And this is a great way of actually, exercising your muscles. So I really invite you all of you here today, to look at any energy. Okay, let's go with, just for the fun of it, let's do this together. Let's play with the fun of an energy of lack of money that's so prevalent in the world today, right? There's lack of money. Now look at that and expand it. Expand the energy without trying to contract it to get it. Because what many of us do is when we have to, when we are doing something like this, we feel, because that's the way we generally have behaved in the past, that now I have to get it means I have to contract it and make it really small and tiny so I can understand it. No. In fact, you're going to do it pretty much the opposite way. You're going to really expand it. Okay? Expand that lack of money that this reality is talking about. And watch it like you would watch a moving train. Okay? And now start to ask, which part of this is true for me? Is any of this true? Are these points of views mine? Or are they somebody else's? So everywhere that I bought these points of views as mine, I destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, popcorn, line shots, boys and beyonds. And which parts of these are not mine? How many of these points of views are not mine? Little? A lot? Or megatons? If you happen to get megatons, return it all to sender with consciousness attached. If you happen to get a little, return it to sender with consciousness attached. If you happen to get a lot, return it to sender with consciousness attached. Every point of view that you buy, every point of view that you hold on to, creates a bigger point of view, creates more points of views. How does that work? It's like when you've bought a lie, you have to buy another lie to maintain this lie. In other words, you have to tell yourself a lie to make the lie real and true for you. But in reality, friends, can you ever make a lie true? What is a lie is a lie. It's not true for you. So what is the value of holding on to that lie? Who are you holding on to it for? Will you return it to sender with consciousness attached, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, popcorn, line shots, boys and beyonds. Now you'll notice that as we go through these questions with that expanded energy of lack in front of us, with us just watching it, you'll notice there'll be certain energies which start to kind of get a little more fluid. It's almost like an energetic, oh, it's a little more fluid. There's more movement. It was solid and real before, and now there seems to be a little movement. Now it seems to be flowing. It feels like almost like a wave. Okay, that is true. That is real for you, because lightness, fluidity is what is real. Solidity, heaviness are lies. And solidity, heaviness, contraction, all of this only comes from a fixed point of view. A fixed point of view, a lie. Because every fixed point of view is a judgment. So how many fixed points of views do you have that doesn't allow you to know what you know? Everything that is. Will you destroy and uncreate all of that, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, popcorn, line shots, boys and beyonds. And today, let's be in this space. Spend a few hours, like, I know it's going to be a big ask for a humanoid who gets really bored in 2 minutes. But yet, how about, okay, let's not take hours, it's too long. It almost feels like a few years. Let's just go with a few moments, whatever that is, okay? And play with this energy during the day. Next 24 hours, play with this energy as many times as you would like to. Bring it up, put it in front of you, look at it, expand, and ask questions. And change it. As you do that, as you be present with it, you will start to perceive what is true for you. Even if nobody else perceives it, even if nobody else gets it, you will start to change it. And as you start to change that energy, recognize that your points of views are melting, because that is changing with your points of views changing. It kind of contributes. So as you look at it and ask questions and pod and pocket, what you're pod and pocking is your point of view about that energy. So when you are pod and pocking your point of view about that energy is changing. And as that changes, what you receive from it is something new, different, and fun. So invite your friends to play with this energy today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.